Alright, this is David with entry number 499, 599. I'm here in, well, you know where I am, back in Yeonam-dong. And everything's closed because it's Sunday. And it's pretty nice, pretty ideal, I should say. People are like sitting around eating ice creams. This is like an old love motel that's closed down. This is a giant restaurant right here. Yeah, it's pretty good. I had a good day so far. It's currently about 4:35, and just had a pretty good day. I decided to attend the Mormon church today, and they shifted things around because typically they would have like in the U.S. they have the kind of like it's very basically like the Mormon version of communion, where you take bread and water instead of wine. And at the church before, where I was going, they would do that service in the end. But typically, like in the U.S., you can do that in the beginning. But so like now they shifted it back to how it's supposed to be, which I guess is how it is now. And it was good, you know. It does offer hearing about like more the Mormon faith and kind of a lot of more of their dogma and stuff. You know, you see a couple things. You see how common these kind of philosophies are, theologies. Like there's like always a through line, really, no matter what you're talking about. And, there's a lot of commonality. And the second piece is there are some things that are a little bit, I wouldn't say disturbing per se, but unique about the religion that is very different from other ones. And I think a large part of that is kind of their closeness and their tight-knit relationship they want people to have with their families. I think typically families, I think generally an important thing in all religion, but when you get into kind of the nitty-gritty of Mormonism, that becomes like a keystone, I would say, of the religion. It's like extremely important to maintain a very tight family network, and I've been seeing that more and more. And today, there was like a fairly sad sermon, or not sermon, but testimony that one of the women gave about her her baby boy that ended up dying, and her like limits of her faith were tested or whatever. But in that regard, there's definitely like a double-edged sword aspect to the religion, because one, it really helped her move on from losing her baby. But two, like she cited a few times that like the reason why it was like she became not okay, but one of the things that really kind of settled her after the incident was knowing that she'll be reunited with him in heaven, because babies, although he wasn't old enough to get baptized, I think babies under the age of like 5 or 6 are able to like always go to heaven no matter what. It's not like Catholicism, where like if you're like a baby and you're unbaptized, then you go to hell or whatever. But I think I mean, in some regard, you might go, oh yeah, it doesn't matter, like that's good, she was able to move on. But really, like, that's putting a lot on. I mean it's faith, right? It's putting a lot on the fact that there's a heaven. And I guess like for her, there's definitely a heaven. But if it turns out there's not a heaven, then what does that mean about like the baby? Like not like the spirit or whatever, or the soul, but like she was able to compartmentalize. Really, is that what it is? That's what it was. She was able to compartmentalize the baby's death by like reassuring herself that she'll be like reunited with it when they're in heaven together. So like I guess like I don't know if that's very clear about like why that's a negative thing, but like I'm not really saying it's negative. It's just not like I don't think it's a very positive outlook because it's like that relies on your death to be reunited with the baby. You know, why not just be happy that the baby's in a better place or something? I don't know. You know, this is a very serious topic, and then I don't know if I'm really should be talking about it anymore, so I won't. I also met up with one of my friends, good friends, Mo. He's an Australian chap, and yeah, meeting with Mo is always like a pretty good time because we're pretty similar in a lot of regards in terms of like thought processes and stuff. So like it's a pretty fun time whenever we're together. And yeah, it was good. So the weather's actually not terrible. It's like hot and windy, so it's okay. There's a guy with his shirt off over here. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, that's about it. I'll quit rambling. But yeah, it should be a good week. Like I said, today's Sunday. Oh, it's a foreigner. That's why he has his shirt off. Should be a pretty good week, I think. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you in a couple days. Bye.